However, this particular session is going to be about creating a regression app with Python, Streamlit, and Spyder. And then we're going to use ChatGPT to help us code. So good luck for all those beginners who don't know even to write a basic code in Python or don't recall any other codes. You're in luck because you can even use ChatGPT to leverage ChatGPT to create this app. So the way it's going to work is like this. The requirements that we will need for doing this app, creating this app, is going to be ChatGPT free or paid version. The paid version has more accuracy. However, with the ChatGPT free version, you could still do it. I can switch between the free and paid version depending on the requirements. Then you need an Anaconda navigator with Jupyter Lab or Jupyter Notebook installed. And then you will require Spyder or PyCharm to run the Streamlit app, that is, create and run the Streamlit app. So with this, let's get started on building the app. Now I'm going to go into ChatGPT straight away. And the first thing that we're going to do is decide what kind of data set we are going to use to do this. So let me share my screen. Okay, there we have it. So this is the location that we have. Now I'm going to go into the ChatGPT straight away. And first of all, we are going to take a data set that is already available within sklearn and then create a basic model and export the model. So that's a step that we'll be doing. So let's see how we can do that. I'm just going to say create and let me just bring this up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to say create. Let me expand this a little bit. So create a regression model using the California housing data set from sklearn, and then export it using pickle. So the first part is building the model and then exporting it, and let's see if that is possible using ChatGPT. So I'm currently using ChatGPT 4 for it. Let's see how well it responds. So I'm going to say enter, and let's see it responds. Sometimes it doesn't work, so I'm just going to restart it. Okay. Create a regression model using California sklearn data set, and then export it using and say enter. Okay, so it's going to a code for me, and you need to have Jupyter Notebook available for you to do that. So I'm going to go into my documents folder and I'm going to create a new notebook while that is happening. Okay, it's not happening here, but we'll probably do it through the Spyder app itself. Okay, so this is it. I'm going to create a new file here. And I'm going to save this as create and export model. Okay. I'm going to save this as create export regression underscore model, and we're going to save it. So let's see if the GPT has given a response that we could use. So Yes, it has given. So I'm just going to copy this, paste it here, go back, copy it, paste it here, copy it, paste it here, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, and this is the open part of it. We'll use this when we are building a Streamlit app. So let's see if this works out. Now it has NumPy and pandas as PD. However, did not get used during this app, so it's not happening. Anyway, so we'll leave it. Maybe in future we'll be requiring it. So I'm going to save this one. And we are going to basically run this one. Let's see if we can run this entire app. Okay, so run all the cells. So let me just do this. And let's see if a file got created. I'm going to go into my documents folder and see that. Okay, nothing happened. Let's see that. Okay, let's run it. Okay, it should have created a model now. Let's look at it. Yes, it has created a model which we can now use to basically import it into the Streamlit app and then run it. Now, I'm going to create another file here. I'm going to call this save as regression app. Save it. And now we are going to ask Streamlit again to give us a Streamlit app. So the prompt is going to go like this again. This time, the better way is this guy. So what happens now is that with this particular current context, Streamlit, the ChatGPT now knows what I have done in this earlier request. And so within the same request, if you tell it to build a Streamlit app, it's going to do that. But you have to specify certain details, such as where do you place your inputs and where do you see your outputs, all of that. And then we have to do certain customizations to be able to do it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it decide where it's going to put the inputs and all that, and keep the prompt a little bit simpler. So let me just expand this while I'm writing the prompt. The prompt is going to be here now. Going to be prompt is going to be like this. It's going to be create now write a Python code to build a Streamlit app by importing this model. Use the user can provide the input for as per the California housing data, and then get the output. Let's say enter. Hopefully it understood, and it should be able to respond to us and give us that answer. So we've already, assuming that the Streamlit app should be installed, that way you'll be able to install the Streamlit app and then be able to do stuff on top of it. So in case if you don't have it, you can go to your Anaconda Navigator, open a terminal there, and then install this particular app, right? Or just go here, open a terminal, and then go ahead and say pip install Streamlit here, right? So it should, that's how you should be able to open it up. In a while, we're going to run the app, but let's see what kind of app this has built. So now we're going to create a new file not as app.py, but something else. So I'm just going to copy this one. And we're going to go to Spyder here. This one is the regression app. So we need, first of all, this one. Still writing, I guess. So I'm not able to copy, but yeah, let's see if I can copy this. It's still writing. You should wait for it to finish writing it. Has given a step-by-step breakdown, which is good. Define a function, user inputs, title, input features, makes a prediction, predicted house. It also formats it and displays the number, right? Which is good. And it tells us how to run the app too. Oh, okay. That's a lot. So I'm going to copy this one and paste it here. This one, paste it here as a second step. With a function that takes the user input. Okay, copy the title, so California housing price data. Then there is a app. It gave a description, subtitle. Now it takes in the input features, creates a data frame out of it, displays the output, right? And then takes in the predictions. Now we should be able to run this app. Hopefully there is no errors. Right, there is some kind of error it's saying. Pandas is not there, so sometimes we may have to add some of these functions, libraries that are required. Okay, so this is good. The Streamlit app is ready, and now we are ready to run the app. To run the app actually it's in the folder here, which is the users documents ht folder. So I need to open up the navigator, go there, open up the terminal. If the terminal opens up, you'll be in C drive users and user, right? So you can do cd documents, cd capital ST, cd capital ST, and then you're going to say Streamlit run. And we're going to give this name, that is regression underscore app.py. So that is regression underscore app dot py and enter. So it should launch a browser and you should have your inputs on the left hand side. It's automatically put it in the left hand side and it's beautifully showing this for us to use, right? Next, we need to also let's test this app and see what kind of salary we can predict. So basically, let's say the median income is maybe something like this, right? The age of the house is 3, average number of rooms. Now, it doesn't get the increments as much properly as we'd like to, but 2 rooms, average bedrooms, we would want to improve the selection here. Go back to the app and we can make these changes. So it says step 0.1 for everything, which is not good. Maybe age should be step 1, average room should be also, well, it depends. We have to see the data and make the changes, but let's say we can make a couple of changes like this: average rooms and bedrooms 1, 2 with a step. And if you go back, the steps will be now 1, 2, 3. So any customizations are also possible with this. And as soon as you do all of these elements, right, you should be able to get the median house predicted. Okay. Yep. And so, yep, that's how we build an app. And in case you want to make this more wider, You can say go to the settings and make this wide mode, and it will make this app wide. Okay. So with ChatGPT successfully, it's able to understand what kind of data we gave in and build our app, right? So makes it a lot more easier for us to use ChatGPT and then make a lot of stuff on top of it. But in a nutshell, guys, you can use ChatGPT to give precisely what kind of code you want to write, and instead of telling it to do all the tasks together, you break it down into submodules or tasks, and then it and keep loading it in sequence there. And ChatGPT understands this, and then all you have to do is just copy paste the codes and try to build the app. So there you go, guys. This is how you build a Streamlit app, machine learning app with ChatGPT, and hopefully you can play around with some of the techniques that you have learned here. Just to summarize, first thing, you need to give it the data along with the column names. Tell it to build a model and export that model. Then the next prompt that you need to give is ask it to take those column names again as an input, import the model, and then make predictions on top of it. So that's all for now. In case you want more of such use cases, please mention that in the comment section and I'll make more such use cases.